Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my everyday get out the door makeup look. I've got to pick up kids from school, run them to gymnastics later on, so I'm just going to throw on a few things so that I don't scare any small children. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep watching. So first I just want to mention I actually recorded this as a talk through, and then halfway through I realized I did not have my microphone on, so it is now a voiceover. And the first thing I'm starting with is the Benefit the POREfessional Pro Balm to minimize the appearance of pores. So I'm just going to place this in the areas where my pores are very apparent. So, and then I'm going to kind of rub it in slightly and then press it into those pores. As bad as that sounds, but that's what we're doing. And that'll help kind of blur the appearance of those pores and give me a nice base to lay some concealer onto. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind for the Dark Circle Eraser. And mine is in the shade Honey, because I like to match closer to my skin tone and then use a lighter powder to set instead of using a lighter foundation or a lighter concealer to brighten. I like to do it this way. So I'm taking the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'll just kind of blend out the edges first and then go in closer to the lash line. Once I get up under the eye, I really lighten the pressure a lot. So very light pressure under the eye and then blending out the outer edges where I placed the concealer. And then the other eye. So once we're done with that, talking about, because I'm a consultant for this product I'm using, I'm not allowed to say what it is in my video, but again, if you'll reach out to me, if you're curious about what I'm using, I am more than happy to tell you what this product is. But it's a mineral peptide powder that I'm going to buff in all over my face just to even out my skin tone. Not really going for high coverage here today. So just going to buff this all over, even it out a little bit. I'm okay with some of my scarring showing through. So this is what I was talking about. I'm using a lighter powder to set under my eyes. This is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Set and Smooth in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. So I'm just going to dust that under my eyes to set that concealer so I don't get any creasing. Although I find with that Age Rewind I don't get a ton of creasing anyways, but this just helps ensure that. And then of course, since I'm using a lighter powder to set, it will help brighten things up like a lot of people do with the lighter colored concealer, but I'll just do it with the setting powder. Oh, by the way, that was the e.l.f. highlighting brush that I used to set my under eyes. So next I'm going to go in with my NYX matte bronzer, and that's the shade Deep that I have. And another new brush, it's the e.l.f. Complexion brush. All these e.l.f. brushes I'm using today I recently got from Target.com, and so far I am really enjoying them. So I'm just going to take that bronzer and hit my cheeks and kind of into the hollows, not really contouring, but kind of contouring because I'm not technically going in with a contour powder or anything, so hit the cheeks, the temple area, the jawline, up into the forehead. I'm just gonna warm up my complexion a little bit. So then I just kind of wanted to add a little bit of glow to my skin, just a healthy glow. I'm not going to use a highlighter, so I'm using this Maybelline Dream Sun Bronzing Powder Glow, and this is the shade Glow Medium, and I don't know if this is actually available anymore. I found it on Amazon, but I really, really like it. It's around this time that I realized that my microphone's not on, so I think I edited out my sad face. I was very disappointed, but the show must go on, right? So next I'm grabbing my Morphe E4 brush, and I'm going to apply some blush. This is the StudioMakeup Soft Blend Blush in the shade Wildflower. And I was mentioning here, I guess I hadn't realized my mic was out yet, but I was mentioning here that I have fluffy cheeks, and I've always struggled with blush placement because of that. So it usually ends up kind of getting everywhere because I just go to town because I have a lot of cheek to work with. So that's what I'm doing here, trying to get the placement. And then I kind of felt like I went overboard a bit. So I'm going to grab my brush that I used to apply my peptide powder, and I'm just going to kind of clean it up a little, pull it back just a little bit. So next I'm going to work on my eyebrows. I've got the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Definer Ultra Fine Tip Shaping Pencil, and I have two shades. I have the Dark Brunette and Brunette. I'll define and go around my brows in the Dark Brunette, and then I like to fill in with Brunette just so that they're not super dark. I go in with the lighter color to fill in. So starting out, defining the underside with the Dark Brunette, and then here in a second I'll switch over to Brunette and go through my eyebrows and fill them in a little bit. And then just brush through them with a spoolie. Now I'm going to grab my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original, and I'm going to prime my lids because I'm getting ready to put on eyeliner, and I don't want I kind of have oily lids, and I don't want the eyeliner to transfer every time I blink. I don't want to have a black line up on, like, in my crease area, because that just is not sexy. So priming my lids, getting ready for eyeliner. And then I will set that with that same Fit Me powder so it's not tacky and nothing will stick to it. And again, I'm using that e.l.f. highlighting brush to set that primer potion. So here I'm looking for my eyeliner brush, but then I couldn't help myself but show off my little Stormtrooper goblet that my husband got me after Christmas. Couldn't find my brush, so I'm going to go in with the Galactic liquid liner in Black Noir. I like these kinds of eyeliners because I don't have a lot of lid space, so I like to be able to lay the pen down on its side, and then I just can stamp in sections across my lash line, so that way I'm not trying to do the brush stroke all the way across and then accidentally getting it too fat in one area and then having to go back and forth and back and forth. So that seems to work best for me. I exceeded my time limit, so I finished the eyeliner, put on mascara. Now I'm finishing up with some lipstick. That's Cami Lippy Sticks by ColourPop, one of my favorites. And then that's about it. Okay guys, that wraps up this video. That is my on-the-go, everyday, because I don't really actually wear makeup every day, but everyday makeup look to get me out the door to run my errands or do whatever I need to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to let me know down in the comments what kind of video you would like to see next. In one of the corners there will be a poll for what I should do next. So go ahead and check that out, please. Put in your answer. And I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope the rest of your week is amazing, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.